good thing about Atiku is that he doesn't hide his feelings. He doesn't hide what he's going to do. No matter how you see it, he doesn't hide his feelings. He doesn't hide what he's going to do when he becomes the president. No matter how people perceive it, how harsh it could sound. Unlike the APC, who will tell you that, oh, we're not going to do this. Anybody that tells you to do this, so don't even support the person. But at the end of the day, once they come in this same thing they accuse other people of doing, that is exactly what they will do. Just like the case of a fuel subsidy, they told us then in 2012 that anybody who tells you that is paying subsidy is a scam, that there's nothing like fuel subsidy. But now they have paid fuel subsidy for 8 years and they want to remove it the same way the ruling party then wanted to remove subsidy. That is when they say after they must have left that they are going to remove subsidy, and they are playing games with Nigerians. In 2019, Atiku Abubakar said if he becomes the president that he will sell NNPC. They say, oh, don't vote for him, or he will sell all these things to his friends and what have you. As soon as they came in, they have sold NNPC, and they have, I don't know the kind of abracadabra they did to their friends and cronies. The same thing the man said. And that is, and when they crucified him, and that is exactly what they are doing now. Atiku Abubakar is contesting again in 2023, and he has come out to say that if he becomes president, he will sell all Nigerian oil refineries to businessmen. They will not like it, but let APC let them come on board. But God forbid that they come, because these guys they are something else. Atiku stated this during a special interview with the Voice of America during a visit to Washington. He said, my position on this is not something new. I already said years ago I will sell them. Atiku said in an interview with the head of VOA's Hausa Department, Aliyu Mustafa Sokoto. Regarding the problem of oil theft in southern Nigeria, Atiku, who held the position of vice president between 1999 to 2007, he would use his power as a president to deal with the problem. He said this is a different problem. We need to figure out how we can use government influence to stop it, because there's a real cooperation from the NNPC workers and the security agencies that have been given the right to look after the roads or oil pipelines are being laid. Nigeria has 4 oil refineries in Kaduna, Warri, and Fatakwa, which are not working properly because they need repairs. As a result, most of the crude oil used in the country is imported from foreign countries. you hear them now? You hear them? What they will begin to say, but that is exactly what they will do. He will sell it to his relatives. I told you, fire on the mountain. Fire on the mountain, you have to run. Atiku will never win, so he will never have the opportunity to sell it. See selfish Fulani politicians. After selling the refineries to his benefactors, he travel to Dubai to enjoy the proceeds. Mr. Atiku will sell all the refineries to the members of his family. Mr. Atiku is a crook and he has stolen enough from Nigeria. Mr. Atiku should not be trusted with leadership. You will sell it to your self and relatives. God help Nigeria. Mr. Atiku is a crook. He shouldn't be trusted. Now this one will sell all of una to foreigners. If you like, use your sense and vote for correct candidate. APC is even worse than this man. Buhari is worse than this man. All the things, like I said from the beginning, all the things that Buhari rejected, condemned, did he not do them? Did he not do them? If APC, if they have the opportunity, or if Buhari has the opportunity, this refinery we are talking about, Buhari will sell it. But he will not tell you that he will not sell it. Maybe that is where the problem of Atiku is. Maybe he shouldn't have even said anything. Well, the same way you sold our common heritage, Omwale, Akotilita, now God, okay, we will not allow you to win. That is why we don't even want you as a president. The way you sold our national assets to yourself through the Bureau of Public Enterprise when you were vice president, this man wants to sell off Nigeria. The thing that made you lose election, you are still saying it. Mr. Articulated Seller, I know you now. Sell everything to your group of friends and businessmen so you people can own and control everything in Nigeria. You will buy it yourself. That is why you won't win. You see, people will not even understand some things. You see wicked plans, all the ones you people sold. How are you doing? NEPA, Nigeria Airways, how are you doing? What are you doing with them? These people don't even mean well for us. What are the outcome of those government parastatals that sold at ridiculous prices when you were in power as a vice president? What gains are they to the country? Oga, why is it that everything about you just say? You will continue to widen the gap between the rich and the poor. These people don't even have the interest of Nigerians at heart. All the ones you sold as head of the Economic Council, what came out of them? You sold them at peanuts. I'm not even surprised about Atiku statement. He is not in Nigeria, he's a Cameroonian by birth. I support him in the selling of the refinery. So far, the selling is done in a transparent way. Any company managed by government, people working there believe that it is national cake. It's a good thing, and that is why a lot of people do not even want to hear it, because if you say, oh, it is good for those refineries to be handed over to private sectors, people say, oh, that is fine. But unfortunately, that is not what it will be at the end of the day. See, the NEPA they sold. What are we gaining? Nothing. And that's why some people are really skeptical. I'm not even going to blame them. And they are not even giving it a second thought that, it's a good thing, but if and only he can sell it or make it transparent. That transparency is what Nigerians are not cannot vouch for. Well, better than this situation, please sell them or privatize them. Your brother don't sell them already because una plan be that. Not only the national refineries, but Nigeria. After all, when you were vice president, little was left. I support you on the sale of oil assets, provided you are not selling them to yourself and your cronies. So how are you going to be? Are you sure about that? That is where the problem is. How are you sure that it will be done transparently, not him benefiting? That is where Nigerians do not trust these leaders. Whenever they tell you they are going to do something, you don't even trust them, because you just see that, oh, they're just thieves. They're just thieves. That's what comes to mind. At the end of the day, they will prove Nigerians right. Let them be in power. They will still prove Nigerian right that yes, what Nigerians have been insinuating based on experience. And that's why some people are just skeptical. So guys, let us hear your opinion and have your take on this.